Matey, it's Sunken Treasure! This is the part of the show where I dig into my toy collection and I show you something awesome! Obviously my specialty are retro Harry Potter toys, but I also have a huge collection of banned or controversial toys in another room of the house. Actually, I pulled one of those last week. It was the Ken doll that was too gay for stores. You can actually see that up on our channel. But this is a very important one because this is the first ever banned Harry Potter toy to appear. A nightcap with Nightcat. How innocuous. This little children's-sized replica of the Nimbus 2000. It was released in February of 2001, so it's actually hitting its 20-year anniversary. And when it first hit shelves, everyone was pretty excited about it because you would turn it on, it was battery powered, and it would make all these whooshing and rumbling noises so you really felt like you were flying. And for an extra dash of authenticity, it also vibrated. They sold a toy for children that you put between your legs and you let it vibrate. I know exactly what this is. I wish I could show you that it worked, but unfortunately when I bought it, it broke in shipping. The seller gave me a refund, hey, but let me keep the broom, and I still hang on to it because I think it's great. But here's what I think it might look like if it worked. It was immediately picked up by some very kitsch-minded sex shop owners in New York City. All through the West Village, these started popping up for 40 bucks when the original MSRP on them was like $20. I think it was like $19.99. But they were selling them for 40 bucks and they were selling like hotcakes. Here are some of the Amazon reviews. The actual Amazon reviews, which are now deleted. You can't find them because Amazon ended up pulling the listing. But here's what some of them said. My 12-year-old daughter is a big Harry Potter fan and loved the part with the Nimbus 2000, so I decided to buy her this toy. I was afraid she would think it was too babyish, but she loves it. Even my daughter's friends enjoy playing with this fun toy. I was surprised at how long they can just sit in her room and play with the magic broomstick. Great buy for any Harry Potter fan. Cheers. This one's just titled, Keep the Batteries Out. And then he goes into this whole story about how he loves it, his daughter loves it, it's the perfect size for her, it's like, I don't know, ergonomically shaped or whatever. It's definitely meant for you to take a seat, except that it vibrates. And he's like, she'll continue to play with it as long as you take the batteries out. And I'm like, yeah, because if she was at that point, she couldn't just find more batteries. She doesn't know where the junk drawer is for more batteries, does she? I recently bought this for my son. He's a huge Harry Potter fan. This toy gives him the ability to fly around the house zapping things. The only problem I see with the toy is that the batteries drain too fast. And his sister fights him over it. So now I need to buy her one too. And then there's one that I can't read on this show, but it just goes on to say that it wasn't powerful enough for what she was hoping for. The toy did get recalled, pulled off of shelves. Mattel tries to shudder at the thought that this was ever made. Think about how many people this had to go through. Someone had to think of it. A whole team had to agree with it. Someone had to draw it. Someone had to look at the drawings, build schematics, build the thing, manufacture it, design a box, put it in the box, send it to Mattel. A whole panel of people, including some very pleasured children, I assume, had to sign off like, oh yeah, that's a killer toy. And then it ended up in the stores. That is so many people for them to not realize that this is a vibrator. I just saw myself waving a vibrator and talking so mad. Not where I thought I was gonna end up in my career, but here we are. Look for your... Oh, I'm gonna do makeup tutorials now. Oh, that's so nice.